Hey, thank you for your interest in this new moon day report. Today is Saturday, December 28, 2017, and today is a new moon day. Yes, today is a new moon day. I came down towards the ocean right here because I wanted to come really close and make sure that I see the moon. And yes, the moon did come out. I saw the very first crescent of the moon down there. It's too dark to see it, so I'm going to try to show it to you in this footage right here. It's really it was too tiny because we had only 1 day new moon. Today was the only new moon day. Sometimes you have a 2 days new moon day, sometimes you have a 1 day new moon day, and whenever you have a 1 day new moon day, the moon is usually really tiny. So that was the case tonight. So it was really tiny, but I did see it. I saw it with my 2 eyes. So since today is a new moon day, since we saw the first crescent of the moon today, this means that the next 4 Saturdays, because today is the Saturday. Today is Saturday, January 28, 2017. Because we saw the new moon, because the moon came out tonight, this means that the next 4 Saturdays will be the Sabbath day. The next 4 Saturdays. So the next Sabbath day is going to be on February 4th, 2017 is going to be the next Sabbath day. That's going to be 7 days from today, because today is Saturday, January 28, 2017. So 7 days from today will be the next Sabbath day, and that will be on February 4th, 2017. Then the next Sabbath is going to be on February 11th, 2017. And then after that, the 3rd Sabbath of the month will be on February 18, 2017. And then the last Sabbath of the month will be on February 25th, 2017. So that's going to be the true biblical lunar Sabbath days for February. So today is Saturday, January 28. So today the first crescent of the moon came out towards the west. I saw it. So 7 days from today, the moon is going to be 50% full. So 7 days from today. So on February the 3rd, if you go out and look outside, February 3rd, 2017, if you look outside and look up for the moon at night, I guarantee you, the moon is going to be 50% full. The moon will be 50% full on February 3rd, the 3rd February. I guarantee you this, the moon will be 50% full, letting you know that the next day is a Sabbath day. So on the 4th of February, 2017 is going to be the Sabbath day. And then 7 days after that, if you go outside and look on February 10, on February 10th, you're going to see a full moon. The moon will be full on February the 10th, letting you know that the next day, February 11th, is the next Sabbath day. And then 7 days after that, the moon will be 50% full again, and that will be on February the 17th, letting you know that the next day, the 18th, is the Sabbath day. And then the same thing will happen on the 23rd, because the last Sabbath of the month will be on the 25th. On the 25th of February will be the last Sabbath of the month. So if you go outside and look on February the 24th February, the moon will be really tiny. So that's what's going to happen next month. So on February, the Sabbath will be on the February 4th, February 11th, February 18th, and February 25th. That's going to be the true biblical lunar Sabbath day for February 2017. Now, if you're new to this, if you don't understand what I'm saying, or if this is kind of new to you, what I'm talking about here is the true biblical Sabbath, because the Sabbath is regulated by the moon. Our Heavenly Father gave us the moon for us to use the moon as our calendar. So when He told us to keep the Sabbath on the 7th day, He means for us to use the moon to keep the Sabbath according to the moon. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, or if this is kind of new to you, what I'm talking about here is the true biblical Sabbath, because the Sabbath is regulated by the moon. Our Heavenly Father gave us the moon for us to use the moon as our calendar. So when He told us to keep the Sabbath on the 7th day, He means for us to use the moon to keep the Sabbath according to the moon as our calendar to keep the Sabbath. So if you look in this chart right here, you will see in this chart that's what his calendar looks like. If you read Genesis chapter 1 verse 14, Psalm 104 verse 19, you will see that it says that our Heavenly Father created the moon for us to use the moon as our calendar. The sun and the moon regulates the calendar. That's why the sun comes up in the morning and it sets in the evening, and the moon changes every night. So that's what this is all about. The moon regulates the calendar. And we are also told, like, today is a new moon day. Today is the new moon day. If you look at Ezekiel chapter 46 verse 1 to 3, Ezekiel chapter 46 verse 1 to 3, and Second Chronicles chapter 2 verse 4, you will see that our Heavenly Father commanded us to observe the new moon day, to worship on the new moon day. With this Gregorian calendar that the world is using today, which is a man-made calendar, this calendar right here that the whole world is using, you can't observe the new moon day with this calendar. It's impossible. There is no new moon day in this man-made calendar. That's because our Heavenly Father told us to use the moon as the calendar. That's what this is all about. So you will see that if you look at Ezekiel chapter 46 verse 1 to 3, Psalm 81 verse 3, and Second Chronicles chapter 2 verse 4, you will see that we are commanded to worship on a new moon day. Even in the kingdom of heaven, when Yeshua Christ comes and sets up his kingdom here on earth, in the kingdom of heaven, according to Isaiah chapter 66 verse 22 and verse 23. If you read Isaiah chapter 66 verse 22 and 23, you will see that we are going to be observing the new moon day and the Sabbath day in the kingdom of heaven. Read it, Isaiah 66 and Isaiah chapter 66 verse 22 and verse 23. You will see that we're going to be observing the new moon day in the kingdom. So that's what this is all about. If you need more information about this, look below this video. You will see a link that will take you to a video presentation I did called Lunar Sabbath Perfectly Explained. Lunar Sabbath Perfectly Explained, and that will give you more information about the lunar calendar and about the true biblical Sabbath. Even I would also like to add that if you read Colossians chapter 2 verse 16, but read from verse 1 to verse 16. If you read verse 16, you will see that the early followers of Christ, the early followers of Yeshua, the apostles, they used the moon as their calendar. They did not use this man-made calendar that we're using today, because this man-made calendar that we're using today was made by a Roman Catholic Pope, Pope Gregory. This guy you see in this picture, he was the one that made the calendar that the world is using today. This calendar right here, this man is the one that made it. And it was made in AD 1582 AD. It was made in 1582 AD. It's a man-made calendar. You cannot keep the Sabbath with this fake man-made calendar. If you read chapter 20, if you read it, you will see that the children of Israel, the Israelites, they used the moon as their calendar and they observed the new moon day. We are told to observe the new moon day according to Ezekiel chapter 46 verse 1 to 3. We are supposed to observe a new moon day, but you can't observe a new moon day with this fake man-made calendar. So that's why we have to switch back to the original lunar calendar that our Creator gave us to keep the Sabbath. That's what this is all about. If you have any question, feel free to comment below this video and I will answer your question. I want to thank you so much for watching this presentation. Also, we have to observe the new moon day. The next new moon day is going to be on February the 20th. It's going to be on February, what you can see in this screen. So this is going to be the next new moon day. So that's the next new moon day. We have to keep the new moon day, as it says in Ezekiel, in Isaiah chapter 66, verse 22 and verse 23. You will see that we're going to be observing the new moon day in the kingdom. So you better start learning about it right now. We're going to be observing the Sabbath day and the new moon day in the kingdom. The Sabbath, to keep the Sabbath and keep it right, you have to keep it according to the moon, as you can see in this chart right here. So if you read Nehemiah chapter 8, you will see that the children of Israel, you will see how they observe the new moon day. A new moon day is a worship day. It's a worship day, and if you read Nehemiah chapter 8, you will see how the Israelites observed the new moon day. Also, Ezekiel chapter 46 verse 1 to 3, our Heavenly Father clearly commanded us to worship on the new moon day, so and on the Sabbath day. So I want to thank you so much. If you have any question, feel free to comment below this video. And remember, the next Sabbath day is going to be in February 4th, 7 days from today. Today is Saturday, January 28th, Saturday, January 28th, 2017. So 7 days from today, the moon will be 50% full. That will be on February 4th. That's the Sabbath day. The next Sabbath day is going to be 7 days from today, February 4th. And then 7 days after that, the moon will be 100% full. You will see a full moon on February the 11th. You will see a full moon. And then 7 days after that, on February the 18th, the moon will be 50% full again. And then on February, 7 days after that, on February the 25th, the moon will be really tiny. That's going to be February 25th will be the last Sabbath of the month, on February the 25th. And then the next day, February the 26th, on Sunday, February 26th, is going to be the new moon day. You have to worship on a new moon day. You have to observe the new moon day as we are commanded in Ezekiel chapter 46 verse 1 to 3. I'm going to stop right here. Please look below this video. You will see a link that will take you to a video presentation I did called, it's titled Lunar Sabbath Perfectly Explained. Lunar Sabbath Perfectly Explained. There's also a link that can help you to download an app. There's a moon app that can help you to, if you download that app, it's a lunar phase app, moon app that can help you to see what the moon looks like from your phone. It's an Android app. It's free. You will see the link below this video. You will also see a link that will take you to a website called Truth of Yahweh. truthofyahweh.com. It's not my website. I don't know who owns it's not my website, but it's a very helpful website where people from all over the world goes to report if they saw the moon or not. So check that website out. It's called Truth of Yahweh. But definitely watch the video. If you want to learn about the lunar Sabbath and the lunar calendar, watch the video titled Lunar Sabbath Perfectly Explained. It's below this video. The link is below this video. Thank you once again, and I see you next time. Thank you.